Hello viewers, Ninja Tactics here, and today I will be showing you guys my trading system. This can also be called a shopping system, whatever you really want to call it. So it is very simple, it's extremely efficient, and it is just an overall good system, and it's really easy to understand and manage. So it looks like I accidentally broke one of these hoppers. So there, we'll just fix that. And now I'm going to demonstrate it. So, with this particular example, I can trade in one piece of gold, one diamond, one emerald, or one coal for one anvil. Now, I realize one piece of coal, one ingot of gold, or one emerald isn't quite equal up to one anvil. But, you know, this is just an example, so don't kill me over it. So, I'm going to show you how it works and put an emerald in there, and it will process, and then it should spit back out an anvil. So now I'm going to put a diamond in there, and it can also put gold in there, and alright, I have it. Spits out 3, and then just to prove to you how fast and how extremely efficient it is, I'm going to put 16 coal in there, and I want you to watch this space. There's no video magic, no editing that's going into this. This is really how fast it is, right? So it just happened that quickly, and it's going to immediately start spitting them out. And I had, I think, 3. So you do whatever I have here minus 3, and that should be 16 because that's how many I had in there. And we got 19 with minus 3. That's 16. So clearly it did well, and it worked perfectly. It gave me the exact amount that I put in there. So also another feature I want to show you is its ability to filter junk out. So I'm going to put in some random items, try and junk up the machine a little bit, maybe make it mess up, do whatever. So this is good, spiderweb, whatever, and I'm going to get 1 diamond. I'm going to trade the diamond, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of this junk in that I don't need. Just going to put all this in, and then put in a diamond. It's going to filter through everything. It may take a little bit longer than normal, but we got our anvil pretty quickly. Now, what exactly did it do with the junk? Well, it puts it into a junk chest. As you can see, every piece of junk we threw in this machine ends up in that junk chest, and it doesn't mess up the system. It doesn't slow it down. It's perfectly good. It doesn't clog it up at all. So there we go. That is how that works. And now, I would like to show you guys how to build it. So, there's one variation to this. It's that you can either have the floor flush or the floor not flush. So, if you want to know how to make the floor flush without a hopper under or around the chest, then you can watch my other video, which I'll link in the description if you really care about it being flush. If you don't, then you can just use the normal hopper under it, but it will not be as quick to pick things up, right? So I'm not going to sit here and let it give me all the sand. I'll just put it there. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you guys how to make your own. Alright guys, to build this, what you want to do is you want to start out with a 3x3 platform to stand on with a 3x2 wall here. And right here, you need a chest, obviously, and if you're not going for the seamless version, you can just put a hopper under here. You want actually 2 hoppers, and you want them to face this way. You want it to face opposite of the chest, so just like that, outward. And now you have to do a little bit of deciding. You can decide how many items you want to be able to trade with them. So let's actually do 2 items. They can give you wood, or not wood, let's say sand or gravel, and you will spit back out cobble, alright? So that's a nice even trade. So we're going to say wood or sand for cobble. Okay, so that works. So now we've decided we want to be able to trade 2 things. They can put in wood and sand, and we spit back out cobble. So what we have to do is you take that number, how many you're trading, plus 1, then you place that many hoppers. So we place 3, and then we just place them opposite like that. Now they're facing out. And now what we need to do is put hoppers under this, except you want them to be facing this way. So it may be a little confusing. Break those hoppers. There we go. So as you can see, we have hoppers here that are facing this way. And I will explain why we do this and the mechanism later. But right now, I've got to show you how to build it. So we're going to lead comparators out of this. And then you're going to have redstone here. And then you're going to want to put, let's see, have it here. And then, yeah. So if you are wanting to trade a lot of items, then you're probably going to want to lead the repeaters out before you build this bit. So right under this redstone, lead repeaters out. Or else, if you don't, if you do this redstone bit first and you have a lot of items, then you're going to have to go through and do this. And it's really annoying. So, yeah, I recommend doing that part first. Then you can put torches right there. You see the repeaters run into a block, go into the torch. And then you can just put the hoppers facing like this. And that works. And actually, this last hopper, you can make it face this way. You want to make the last hopper face that way, make it go into a chest, and yeah. Now, all we have left to do is actually give them their reward for giving us items, and then all we have to do after that is fill up these hoppers. So to give them their reward, I like to put a dispenser behind it, kind of like that. Can I get it? Dang it. Alright, so shift, just like that. There's a good way. And just like that, that's how we're going to leave it. And then we're going to use a bit of glowstone logic to take output from two places. So when the redstone here is activated, it's going to activate this and this, going through that. So we're going to use a bit of glowstone logic to get two outputs, run the repeaters out like that into blocks. And then you're going to have redstone like that, and we're going to have blocks going out like this, and then redstone into this. And if you heard me get a Skype message, then I'm sorry, currently on Skype. Probably should have logged off, but oh well. So there. Our system is now almost finished. So now all we have left to do is put in the items in the dispenser that we want to give the person. So we're going to put in cobble. Just for example, I'll put in 1 stack. And then we need to go to these hoppers right here and put in the items we're trading. So let's say this right here is going to be the sand, and I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do 2 of 5, 3 of 4. We're going to do the same setup, except we're going to do that with, is it wood? So we have sand here, and let me just check, make sure that's right. Wood or sand. Alright, so we need wood, and it's going to be just this, oak wood. And then we're going to do it like that. There we go. So now, they can either give us wood, oak wood to be specific, or sand, and it will give them back some cobblestone, right? And if you really want to, if you want to make it more convenient for yourself, then you look at what's in these hoppers, and you can write sand, and then you can write wood, and I'll explain why we do this in a second. Okay, it's because your rewards are going to end up in these hoppers, and there's not really a way to get them out because these torches kind of lock these hoppers. That's a bit of a downfall, but you can actually sort these items this way, so you'll know all your wood's going to be in here that people traded, and all your sand is going to be in here that people put in the chest. So now that our system is finished, let's start trading. So we can trade wood or sand. So I'm going to take out some wood, get some sand. Actually, let's get quite a bit of sand. That works. So let's say I want to trade wood, put in some wood, wait for our system to work, and then it spits out a cobble. And then we can put in 8 sand, and it will spit out cobble. We only got, alright, so I think we dropped 2. I think we dropped 1 on this side. So there we go. So it's 9. So you take 9 minus the 1 wood we put in, then that equals up to 8, which is how much sand we put in, so it's completely accurate. It gave us our items worth. So there we go. That's how you build the system. Now I want to explain a little bit on how it works in case you're curious. So here's basically how the system works. It takes the item and it runs it through the system of hoppers, and while it's doing that, it's going to check. It's going to use these hoppers to check if the item is going to be able to drop from this hopper to this hopper. If it's not the same item, for example, if it's not sand or if it's not wood, then it's just going to go to this chest. It's going to end up in this chest. So just to prove the junk works, the junk feature, throw in a bunch of junk, and it will process it straight into the junk chest. And we can actually label this too if we like. I just like to label things. We're going to do junk chest. There we go. Okay, so now that we have that done, you can see either the wood or the sand, and you pick it up in here. So as you can see, they gave us 1 wood and 8 sand, and we can get the items that we traded. So here's how it works. Whenever, like I said, whenever the items is going through these hoppers, they will drop down, if they are able to, into these hoppers. And the trick to this is that we put in an exact amount of items so that if we put in 1 more, this signal will extend and it will shoot out a reward because we know they gave us 1. And this will allow the 1 item that we put in to drain out into this hopper, right? So you have to have some starting items in here so that your system knows and is able to filter out what to trade and what to put in the junk chest. So for example, if I put in sand, it's going to put 6 sand in here, filter that 1 sand out, which will put it in here, and that's how it filters items out. Now, why are the hoppers facing the ways they are? They look quite weird, don't they? Well, the reason is because if you have 2 hoppers like this, as we do like this, and only the bottom one is locked. Okay, so only the bottom one is locked, like this scenario, the items will still transfer because this top one is pushing the item to this hopper, even though it's locked and the bottom one can't pull it. And that's why we have them facing the way we do, is because we want it to be able to transfer without taking all of these items. So for example, if I didn't have these torches, these hoppers would just immediately suck up all of the items in the above hoppers. So it's really important to have those torches. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a rating, comment, and subscribe if you want more and you enjoyed.